about the love and compassion of the Divine Mother and her qualities.
Now this is embarrassing, isn't it? How can Mother talk about her love? You can judge it by the Mother Earth. Mother Earth has a capacity to nourish us. She has a capacity to soothe us. She has a capacity to sustain all that we do to her. How cruel we have been with her. First of all, we commit all kinds of sins, we do all kinds of wrong things on our back. Then we extract for our stupid ideas of having all kinds of things, we extract things from her. Still, she doesn't say anything. She doesn't bother about those things. But sometimes we go too far with her, then she punishes us. She does punish. Like you have earthquakes, you have many things like that. But she has a very special capacity, which in Sanskrit is described as Ritam Marapagya, means by which she creates seasons to please us, to make us happy. The innocent creation of seasons that she has. You see the flowers, you see everything, how she makes the life so beautiful, humorous, so joyful. That thing is pragya, means the knowledge which is enlightened. When you get that knowledge, then you are amazed how kind she is, how she looks after you, little, and how she soothes you. I'll give you one of my examples, how I try to console people in my own simple. One day there is a very big great saint living in a mountain. Poor thing, his legs and hands were broken and all that, so he disappeared. He lives in a cave somewhere in the mountain. And he cannot move about, so he has a tiger, so he moves on a time. And I told people I must go and see him. He's my son. They said, Mother, you don't like all these gurus, why are you going to him? I said, he's not that guy, he's a real one. So they said, how are you to believe? I said, you feel these vibrations? They said, yes, lots of vibrations. Went to see this gentleman. Now he is a very evolved personality and he can control the rain. So when I was going up the hill, it started raining very heavily, and she got very angry with the rain. Naturally, he felt that what's happening? This rain is completely drenching my mother. She's coming up. I can't even control this rain. What will she think? As it is, she has to come up to see, because he has broken legs and broken hands. And when I went there, he didn't talk to me. He was sitting on a little stone and he was just doing like this with anger. So I was just smiling and I went and sat. Then he came and he said, is it to control my ego you did all this, that you made this place rain like this when you are coming to my house? I can't even welcome you properly. I said, no, it's not so. Why are you angry? I know you have bought a sari for me, and I don't take a sari from a sannyasi because I am a girl, I am the one who is a household. Then how will I take a sari unless this sari gets drenched? The whole thing became such a sweet thing. He forgot all his temper, everything. How do you know, Mother, I have a sari for you? I said, I know you bought a sari for me, so I have to change it. And how will I change it? So the whole thing stood down. He was normal. But I said, you think of it. I am coming to you, and all the place must be drenched. It's the joy of loving. So why should you feel bad about it? And that is how he stood down. So the mother's love is such that she suits you, she knows your problems, she knows that you make mistakes. Like I'll tell you about Mr. Warren, one of his stories. Many stories there, we can tell you one after another. But one day I was in Singapore and we were going to Kuala Lumpur for a program. So I said, we'll go about 6 o'clock, it's alright, I have to see somebody, we'll all go together. Why are you in a hurry to go? They said, no, we must go make arrangements. And another lady who was organizing was even very much more worried. So they decided that we must go to the hall early. I said, alright, I'm going out to wait for me. But they just thought, better go. So they took a plane 2 hours earlier and went to the place of organizing. Now when I went there, I saw that when my car reached there, their car also reached and they were just getting down at that time. And I knew what had happened. So I said, alright, now drive on, otherwise they'll feel very embarrassing. Because they came with such a determination to reach earlier and they are reaching at the same time when I have arrived. Sorry, and I drove on. When I came back, they said, Mother, we are sorry. I said, what happened? He said, we reached here early, all right, but from the airport to this place, there was such a bad jam we had never seen. So we thought we better drive through the side road. So we got stuck into the mud. Then we started pulling the car out, and all our clothes got dirtied, and we had a very bad time. And we arrived after you had arrived. I said, it's all right. So now we never do such a thing, Mother. We should have come with you. It was a mistake. So like that, you see, little things, Mother teaches you how to be all right, how to be on right path. But it is never a big pinch. It's never a big punishment because you are children. So here it is love by which you should advance, you should go further, you should be encouraged. But if your ego gets pampered and you think, oh, I'm a great surgeon, there are many who believe like that. And then they have little these correction points. That's how it works out. And gradually I find people come up very strictly understanding that we should not try to do things which are not alright, and we should try to do something that is helpful, which is very collective. And that's what it is. It works out in such a beautiful manner that you don't have to shout at anyone or to do anything. Whole thing works out in a beautiful way. But the blessings are so great, like Krishna has said, Yoga Kshema Vahamyam. He says when yoga takes place, then Kshema, that means the well-being of a person, I look after. Even materially you are helped in so many ways. It's very surprising. It's wonderful. You are helped materially in so many ways. There was a girl, little girl of 10 years, she wrote to me, Mother, I'm dying to see you. How can I come to India? I have no money to travel. And she wrote a letter to me. I just read the letter, I never answered her. And 8 days later, she had a fit in her school. So she took a trinket from her house just to sell it in the fit. So the teacher said, this is real gold. How can you sell this here? She couldn't believe. She went to Mother. She said, this trinket of our house has got real gold. She couldn't believe it either. So they went to the goldsmith, and goldsmith said, yes, it is gold. And he valued it. The price at which he wanted to buy was exactly the same as they would have to pay for their traveling, both of them. So it is in such a sweet manner. You see, you must know a loving mother, when you are asleep, she looks after you. When you are awake, she looks after you. But she doesn't show that you are something else, more than others, better than others. She doesn't like you to have your ego, but she wants that you to share. Share your love with everyone. That's the greatest joy for me to see when these Sahajyogis meet each other. When they go to India, you should see how they meet and how they hold each other into themselves in such pure love and pure understanding. It's the greatest thing to see. I'm happy you asked such a nice question, but I feel rather embarrassed because it is really so great to enjoy your own love forever. May God bless you.
It's been described by Adi Shankaracharya.
You must read Adi Shankaracharya to know the love of God, love of Mother. Amen. He was a real child, a real beautiful child to describe. Even Christ on the cross said, behold the Mother. Behold the Mother. It's very significant. What time is it? Now should we have a realization?
Okay. So we have it now?
Have I answered your questions here, this side? This one, me. 2%.
Okay.
Go ahead. Loudly, please.
Loudly.
Yes, you're one of the few people whom I've ever heard say anything about the Christ and how we recognize him. There's a lot of different theories and stories about this. What I want to ask you is, in your knowledge or in your belief, which I don't know, that if he will come or is here already in physical form, or as they say, the second coming of Christ in the Bible, what your belief or knowledge might be concerning.
She's referring to the, how will you said how will you recognize Christ? You referred to that. So she raises the question, what is your idea, your theory, your concept of Christ? Will he be coming on a white horse? Will he be... Is he going to come? Is this going to happen? Is what?
Yes, all that is going to happen. No doubt. I am not concerned about it, that's the fact. Yes. But that time he is not going to give any lectures. He is not going to allow me to ask any questions. He is not going to give any answer. No realization, nothing. Just sorting out. The last sorting out will take place. He has got 11 powers of destruction. He is called as a Kalashana. Once he arrives, you will have no place to hide your faces if you are not living. It's time now that you join him just now, at this moment. Otherwise, there is no saving for it. It's a fact, no doubt, what you say is absolute true. But I don't want to frighten you. Because that's how people are trying by frightening others. I don't want to frighten you, but it's a fact. That will be last sorting. Already it has started working within us. All these incurable diseases are also expression of the same. According to SAHAJYOGA, there are 11 destroying powers. They are here, which we call as Ekadashi. And when people get any of these diseases, all these centers go out. So, the destruction is now going to come from within, not from without so much. We need not be afraid of Russians bombing us, we are bombing ourselves.
No,
Yes.
one more.
One more, this is the last. Yes.
There's a lady downstairs.
Is it considered strictly appropriate to greet one intuitively as my soul greets your soul, and is that gentle awareness of tuning into the other person and the healing procedure will take place in accordance to one's soul purpose? How does that?
I'm sorry, I can't...
I'm sorry.
Will you stand again and just say it again?
Make it short.
Make it very brief.
The idea of a soul greeting another soul. My soul greets your soul.
The idea of us and one soul greeting another soul.
Alright. From that standpoint, you are tuning into that higher level of awareness. The healing procedure necessary at that point in time would take place in accordance to one soul aligning with your purpose. Unto that effect.
I think you have another concept about healing, but let's analyze it.
No.
She's talking about one soul to another and the healing process, and is there any particular way in which we should do this?
No. We should never bother about the soul self.